The truth is simple. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is action. Everything you've dreamed of, every goal you've set, and every aspiration you have is within your reach if you're willing to take the first step and keep moving. Change doesn't happen by wishing for it. It happens when you choose to take responsibility, stay disciplined, grow, and act now. Time is ticking, and the opportunity to shape your future is in your hands. So ask yourself, what are you going to do with this moment? Will you seize it or let it slip away? The choice is yours, and it begins today. If you want things to change, you must change. Not the economy, not the government, not your boss. You. The moment you take full responsibility for where you are is the moment you take back your power. You see, life doesn't respond to complaints, it responds to action. The good news, you don't have to overhaul everything at once. Small changes, compounded over time, create massive results. Taking responsibility means refusing to let external factors dictate your success. Too many people live their lives pointing fingers, blaming their past, their upbringing, or their circumstances. What separated them from the rest? A mindset shift. They understood that while they couldn't always control their starting point, they could control their choices moving forward. And that's what made the difference. When you decide that your life is your responsibility, everything changes. You start looking for solutions instead of excuses. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You take ownership of your time, your habits, and your mindset. And most importantly, develop the ability to shape your own destiny. Let's talk about excuses. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough resources. I don't have the right connections. These are common reasons people give for why they're not where they want to be. But let's challenge that thinking. The truth is, you make time for what's important. You create resources when you get creative. You build connections when you add value to others. Excuses may feel valid, but they only serve one purpose: to keep you stuck. The only way forward is to replace excuses with actions. Instead of saying, I don't have enough time, start waking up an hour earlier. Instead of saying, I don't have the right connections, start networking, reaching out, and learning from those who have done what you want to do. Instead of saying, I don't have the money, start developing skills, creating value, and finding ways to generate income. Another crucial aspect of taking responsibility is the way you handle failure. Most people see failure as the end of the road, but successful people see failure as feedback. If something doesn't work, they adjust, they learn, and they try again. They don't sit back and complain about how unfair life is. They use failure as a stepping stone to success. Now let's address mindset. Your mindset is the foundation for everything. If you believe that you are a victim of circumstance, you will always act like one. But if you believe that you have control over your destiny, you will start making decisions that align with your vision. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you keep telling yourself that things are too hard, that you're not good enough, guess what? That's exactly what will happen. But if you start telling yourself that you are capable, resourceful, and committed, you will begin to see opportunities and take action in ways you never have before. So, how do you shift your mindset? Start by becoming aware of your internal dialogue. Pay attention to the words you use, both in your mind and in your conversations. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Surround yourself with people who uplift and challenge you. Read books that expand your perspective. Take action, even when you don't feel like it. Because here's the truth. Action changes belief. The more you do, the more confident you become. Change begins with a decision. a decision to no longer accept mediocrity, a decision to take control of your thoughts, your habits, and your actions, a decision to move forward no matter what obstacles arise. And the most powerful realization, you don't need permission to change. You don't need the perfect moment. You just need to start today. Success is not an event, it's a process. And the foundation of that process, discipline. Success is built in the little moments. Waking up early to work on your dreams, saying no to distractions, doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. If you can master the discipline of today, you can shape the success of tomorrow. Discipline is the ability to do what you need to do even when you don't want to do it. It's what separates those who achieve their goals from those who only dream about them. Without discipline, even the most talented individuals fall short of their potential. But with discipline, even an average person can achieve extraordinary results. The key is to understand that discipline is not a one-time act. It is a habit, a way of life. One of the biggest misconceptions about discipline is that it requires motivation. But here's the truth. Motivation is fleeting. Some days you'll feel inspired, but other days you won't. And that's where discipline takes over. Discipline means showing up, even on the days when you don't feel like it. It means making the right choices consistently, despite how you feel in the moment. Think about the greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, and the highest achievers in any field. What do they all have in common? Discipline. They don't let their feelings dictate their actions. They stick to their routines, put in the work, and push forward, even when the circumstances aren't ideal. The results they achieve are simply the byproduct of their daily disciplines. Building discipline starts with small habits. If you want to improve your health, start by exercising for just 10 minutes a day. If you want to be more productive, eliminate distractions for short periods and gradually increase your focus. If you want to develop new skills, commit to reading or practicing for a few minutes daily. The key is consistency. Small actions, repeated over time, create powerful habits. Another important aspect of discipline is self-portraying. We live in a world filled with distractions, social media, entertainment, unhealthy foods, and instant gratification. Discipline is the ability to say no to what doesn't serve your goals and yes to what does. It's choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in, working on your goals instead of watching TV, and sticking to your commitments even when no one is watching. Discipline is also about time management. How you spend your time determines the quality of your life. Highly disciplined individuals prioritize their time effectively. They plan their days, eliminate unnecessary activities, and focus on what truly matters. They don't let distractions derail their progress because they understand that time is the most valuable resource. But discipline isn't just about work. It's also about taking care of yourself. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. Getting enough rest, eating well, and maintaining a healthy mindset are all part of the discipline equation. A disciplined life isn't just about productivity, it's about balance and making decisions that align with your best self. It's also important to understand that discipline isn't about being perfect. Everyone has moments of weakness. What matters is how quickly you get back on track. When you fall, you don't stay down. You get up, learn from your mistakes, and move forward. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. At its core, discipline is the price you pay for success. The greater your discipline, the greater your rewards. Every decision you make either moves you closer to your goals or further away. So choose wisely. Build the habits that will take you where you want to go, because in the end, it's not talent, luck, or circumstances that determine your success. It's your ability to be disciplined day in and day out. Look around. Who are you spending time with? because you will rise or fall to the level of those around you. If you spend time with 5 negative people, you'll be the 6th. If you surround yourself with winners, thinkers, doers, you will become one of them. Choose wisely. Your future depends on it. The people you associate with have a profound impact on your mindset, habits, and ultimately your destiny. It has been said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This means that if you are constantly surrounded by negativity, pessimism, and excuses, it will be nearly impossible for you to grow into the person you want to become. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with high achievers, motivated individuals, and those who inspire you, your standards will naturally rise. Your associations influence the way you think, the decisions you make, and the way you respond to challenges. If you spend time with people who complain about everything, blame others for their failures, and refuse to take action, their mindset will start creeping into your own thinking. You may not even realize it at first, but over time, their limiting beliefs will hold you back. But if you spend time with those who take responsibility, who push themselves beyond their comfort zones, and who see opportunities instead of obstacles, you will adopt their mindset of success. So, how do you upgrade your associations? Start by evaluating the people in your life. Who do you spend the most time with? Are they helping you grow or keeping you stuck? It may be difficult, but sometimes you need to distance yourself from relationships that no longer serve your growth. This doesn't mean cutting people out completely, but it does mean being intentional about who influences you the most. Next, seek out people who align with your goals and values. If you want to be more successful in business, spend time with entrepreneurs who are already achieving what you want. If you want to improve your health, connect with people who prioritize fitness and well-being. If you want to develop a more positive mindset, engage with those who inspire and uplift you. The right relationships will challenge you to become better, hold you accountable, and push you toward your full potential. Another way to elevate your associations is through books, podcasts, and mentors. If you don't have access to successful, driven individuals in your immediate circle, immerse yourself in the wisdom of those who have achieved great things. Read their books. Listen to their talks. Study their habits. In today's digital age, you have access to unlimited knowledge from some of the greatest minds in history. Use it. Equally important is the energy exchange in your relationships. Do the people around you drain your energy, or do they fuel it? If you constantly feel exhausted, uninspired, or discouraged after spending time with certain individuals, it's a sign that those relationships are not serving you. On the other hand, if you feel motivated, empowered, and excited about your future, you're in the right company. Your associations also impact your self-worth. When you are surrounded by people who believe in you, support your dreams, and push you toward excellence, you begin to see yourself in a new light. You start to believe that you are capable of achieving more, that success is within your reach, and that your potential is limitless. It's not just about who you know, it's about who you become because of the people you surround yourself with. Choose relationships that elevate you. Surround yourself with individuals who reflect the future you want, not the past you're trying to escape. Because ultimately, the quality of your associations will determine the quality of your life. Personal growth is one of the most powerful forces that shapes your life. In a world that is constantly evolving, the most successful individuals understand that the key to long-term fulfillment and prosperity lies not in external circumstances, but in their commitment to growing and developing themselves. The more you invest in yourself, the more you increase your ability to create the life you desire. Personal growth is not just a concept, it's a way of life, a daily practice that sets you apart from the rest. The first step in personal growth is to recognize that learning doesn't stop after school. In fact, it's just the beginning. While formal education can provide you with a foundation, the real power lies in the pursuit of continuous self-education. The most successful people never stop learning. They understand that knowledge is not only power, but opportunity. By continually expanding your mind, you open doors to new opportunities, new relationships, and new ways of thinking. Self-education is often the key differentiator between those who struggle to make progress and those who rise above. When you commit to learning beyond what is required, you begin to acquire the skills that will set you apart. Whether it's through reading books, attending seminars, or seeking mentorship, self-education broadens your perspective and equips you with the tools necessary to overcome challenges and seize opportunities. One of the most important things to remember is that knowledge alone isn't enough. The application of that knowledge is what truly leads to transformation. It's not about how much information you can absorb, it's about how you apply it to your life. Too many people accumulate knowledge without ever using it, and this leads to stagnation. To achieve personal growth, you must actively apply what you learn in order to see real-world results. It's the difference between being a collector of information and being a creator of results. Personal growth also involves developing a mindset of adaptability and resilience. Life will always throw obstacles your way, but it's your ability to adjust and persist that will determine your success. Growth requires you to step outside of your comfort zone and face challenges head-on. When you adopt the mindset that challenges are opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles, you begin to see every difficulty as a chance to expand your abilities and learn something new. In addition to acquiring knowledge and skills, personal growth means developing emotional intelligence. Your ability to understand and manage your emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others, plays a crucial role in your success. By improving your emotional intelligence, you enhance your ability to navigate social situations, build stronger relationships, and handle stress with grace. These interpersonal skills are vital in both your personal and professional life, allowing you to communicate effectively, collaborate, and lead with confidence. Furthermore, personal growth is not a solitary journey, it's a collective one. The people you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your personal growth. As Jim Rohn famously said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. When you spend time with people who encourage your growth, challenge your thinking, and hold you accountable, you elevate yourself in ways that would be impossible alone. These individuals act as mirrors, reflecting your potential back to you and helping you see yourself in ways you may not have imagined. They push you to step up, reach higher, and become the best version of yourself. As you grow personally, you also begin to recognize the importance of setting goals. Goal setting is not just a practice, it's a fundamental tool for growth. Goals provide direction and focus, helping you stay motivated and on track. Without goals, you risk wandering aimlessly through life, waiting for things to happen rather than making them happen. The process of setting goals forces you to think about what you truly want and why you want it, helping you make conscious decisions about how to use your time and energy. Personal growth is not always easy, and it's rarely a straight path. It requires patience, discipline, and perseverance. It means embracing the process of becoming, rather than focusing solely on the end result. However, the more you invest in your personal development, the greater your capacity to achieve the things you desire. Whether it's personal fulfillment, professional success, or meaningful relationships, the power of personal growth lies in its ability to expand your horizons, increase your capabilities, and ultimately change the trajectory of your life. Ultimately, the commitment to personal growth is the most empowering decision you can make. It allows you to evolve, adapt, and continually refine who you are. The world is constantly changing, and by committing to growth, you ensure that you don't just survive in this ever-changing environment, but thrive. Taking action is the single most important step in creating the life you want. It's one thing to have great ideas, to dream of a better future, or to set ambitious goals, but without action, those dreams will remain exactly that, dreams. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the catalyst that transforms thoughts into tangible results. In order to achieve any level of success, you must be willing to take consistent, focused action now. One of the biggest obstacles many people face is waiting for the perfect moment. They believe that there's some ideal time in the future when conditions will be just right, when they will be fully prepared, or when they will have all the answers. The truth is that perfect moment may never come. Waiting for everything to fall into place is one of the most common ways to sabotage progress. If you keep waiting for the perfect time, you will keep postponing your success. Success is rarely achieved by those who wait. It's achieved by those who take action despite uncertainties. The secret is to act first and let the process unfold from there. Waiting for all the pieces to line up before making a move can leave you stuck in indecision, where nothing ever gets started. It's better to start with what you have, where you are, and trust that action will bring the clarity and momentum you need to keep going. Taking action is not just about taking any action. It's about taking deliberate, purposeful steps toward your goal. It's easy to become busy with tasks that seem important but don't actually move the needle toward achieving your bigger vision. These are often distractions that keep you occupied but don't produce meaningful results. Effective action is focused and intentional. It requires that you prioritize your efforts and avoid getting caught up in the noise. You don't have to do everything, but you must do the right things. One of the keys to taking action is breaking down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Big dreams can often feel overwhelming, and the sheer size of them can make you feel paralyzed. The trick is to break them down into smaller, more achievable steps. When you take one small step at a time, the process becomes more manageable and the momentum begins to build. With each step you take, you get closer to your goal and you gain confidence in your ability to achieve it. It's this compounding effect of small actions that leads to big outcomes. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in life. Once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep moving. The hardest part is often just starting. Once you take the first step, no matter how small, you create momentum that propels you forward. The more action you take, the more confident you become, and the more motivated you are to keep going. The process of moving toward a goal is, in itself, even small successes along the way can fuel your desire to take even more action. Another crucial element of taking action is the willingness to fail. Many people fear failure so much that it prevents them from taking any action at all. The fear of making mistakes can keep them stuck in a cycle of inaction, constantly questioning their abilities and second-guessing their decisions. But failure is an inevitable part of success. Every successful person has faced setbacks, made mistakes, and encountered obstacles. What sets them apart is their ability to learn from those experiences and keep going. Failure should not be viewed as the end. It should be viewed as a lesson, a stepping stone toward greater success. When you take action, you learn. When you fail, you learn even more. You gain new insights, discover what doesn't work, and refine your approach. If you're afraid of failing, you're also afraid of growing. Taking action means accepting that failure is simply a part of the journey, not something to be feared, but embraced. The key to achieving your goals is to stop thinking about them as far-off dreams and start treating them as immediate objectives. By taking action now, you shift from a passive state of wishing and hoping to an active state of doing and achieving. Each action you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your desired outcome. Every step you take builds your confidence, strengthens your resolve, and adds to your momentum. Waiting for perfect conditions can hold you back, but taking action, regardless of how ideal the circumstances may seem, pushes you forward. Don't wait for everything to be in place before you start. Do it now, with what you have, where you are, and trust that the momentum you create will carry you through. The actions you take today are the seeds for your success tomorrow. If you want change, if you want progress, if you want to achieve your dreams, the time to act is now.